All right, welcome. We had a great weekend of sports, a great weekend of football, and a great Sunday of sports, and a great Sunday of football. And Chiefs versus the Bills. Of course, the most controversial game, or the most hyped and most anticipated game, where we had Taylor Swift, Jason Kelsey with no shirt, Bills Mafia jumping through tables, flaming tables with beers like it's the WWE, like the WWE and the Grammys combined. And then we had Bills versus Buccaneers, two unthinkable teams in this situation. One went away from the NFC Championship. As we're gonna start with the Bills versus the Chiefs. Of course, probably the craziest miss kick. Tyler Bass. I mean, you gotta make those. You just gotta make them. It's a gimme. Kickers need to stop missing kicks, especially in the playoffs, and especially 2 weeks in a row. Come on, don't miss no kicks. Kick went wide right. I mean, shit, you could have had it blocked. Anything better than wide right. I mean, I guess. All right. I mean, Chiefs. I thought the Chiefs were gonna win the whole game through. The Bills. I mean, they started off strong. Scoring. I thought it was gonna be whoever had the ball last wins, and that was going in that way until what happened happened. But I mean, ever since they went for the fake punt, which I don't think you do, but I think you give it in the hands of your best player, the best player at extending plays in the league besides the player you're playing against, Josh Allen. Give him a chance to get it 5 yards. Dalton Kincaid, Stephon Diggs, James Cooks opening the backfield all damn day. You give him a shot. I mean, you gave Stephon Diggs a green light shot, dropped. Yeah, Stephon Diggs open on the little drag route. I mean, you didn't hit him. You went for the kill, Shakir. Perfect got to you. I mean, I don't know. I mean, now Sean McDermott, everybody's calling for his head. I wouldn't call for his head just yet. But there's one dude out there that you go and get. And he knows the Bills better than the Bills know the Bills. He knows the AFC East better than the AFC East knows the AFC East. And his name is Bill Belichick. I mean, you give him Elam, Rousseau, Von Miller, Hoyer, Hyde, Oliver, all those players on the Bills. I mean, you can only imagine what he's going to do with the defense. Then you got a quarterback with Josh Allen, runs, who can run, and then he has elite quarterbacking abilities with Diggs, Kincaid, and maybe Gabe Davis if you re-sign him, but you can go get someone else. And you got a good running back in James Cook. I mean, that's the only person you replace McDermott with, if you ask me. McDermott did a good job. It was obviously an offensive coordinator problem, which was surprising. But Joe Brady, I guess you keep him. If you bring in Bill, you're winning a Super Bowl, guaranteed. But the Bills should have lost that game. I mean, they got lucky with Miko Hardman. So they were going to lose anyways. Minute 40, two timeouts. Mahomes, he only needs 13 seconds. All right, now Bucks Lions. I didn't take away much from the game. Besides the Lions' run game is amazing. Combined for like 114, 117 yards. Two touchdowns. You couldn't get any better. I mean, one thing else is both teams got their quarterback. The Bucks, they did good, losing 20. They lost 23-31. I mean, they hung in the game, but the Lions were always ahead. Always thought the Lions were going to win throughout the game. The Bucks just couldn't get in that lead. I mean, the missed kick, the missed field goal ruined their momentum, stagnated them, I guess. You go for two, that was a DPI, but I guess Mike Evans. Mike Evans had a great game, great playoff performance. He is the best receiver who doesn't have any hands, to be honest. I mean, that wild card performance, handless, but made up for this week with a touchdown. Both running backs, both young running backs were called by Jameer Gibbs. I mean, Jameer Gibbs, I mean, the story of the draft at this point. Who thought that taking a running back on the Lions when you already had good running backs was the option? But that proves running. I mean, rookies are not just for the future, they're from the now. I mean, you got Laporta, Branch, and Gibbs all making an impact on the game. And the young guy in Sewell got took, 3 years ago? Great. Best old lineman they have. Um, Yeah, the misfield ruined the momentum. Jared Goff, game manager, like Cam Newton says. I mean, I don't think he's the elite quarterback. You definitely give Baker Mayfield the extension. He deserves that by a million miles. He deserves it completely. Yeah, he's proven himself. The Bucks, they could have won, but Baker Mayfield did something Baker Mayfield does. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't think they ever had a shot. I mean, you had to go for two. The Titans set up the blueprint, beating the Dolphins that way, unfortunately. But yeah, All right, that's all I got for Sunday's matchup. Quick rundown. We got the Miami Heat. Ruined Sunday. Favorite local sports team, the Miami Heat, dropped straight. Three straight. I mean, Jimmy Butler needs to get some better sleep or something because he needs to wake up, and Pat Riley needs to wake up from his nap and get Terry Rozier, DeJounte Murray. I mean, if you ask me, I'd rather have DeJounte Murray. He's all around defender, all around scorer. Terry Rozier is like a scorer. Even though he's doing good, he's on the Hornets, and LaMelo is out. So, come on. I mean, they need to get back on track with a win against Memphis. And of course, whoever made the schedule is not a Heat fan. It's probably a Boston fan. Put us on a back to back when we play the Celtics on the tail end of a back to back. So we play the Grizzlies on Wednesday. I need to win that game. Then we also kind of need to win the Celtics game. But it's on a back to back on TNT. Terrible. Whoever made the schedule firing. I mean, they're John Morant-less Grizzlies, so we should win. Chris Haynes, credible NBA reporter, said to get to John Murray, you need 2 firsts and a quality player. A lot of Heat fans are calling for Kyle Lowry to get traded. That deal. I guess Kyle Lowry looks like he just wants to stay in the Heat because he made it hard for him to be a quality player. In our 3 games we lost, 3-game losing streak, he's 2 points, and 4 points. In his last 5, he's averaging a grand total of 2 points. And this guy wants to get back in the starting lineup. I mean, he told a reporter he wants to get back in the starting lineup. He hopes to get back in the starting lineup. You hope to get back in the starting lineup? Dude, you're playing like hot garbage. You need to get off the team. One thing I took away from the Magic game was Kevin Love. I mean, where's Thomas Bryant, man? We need size, bud. Kevin Love, he's old. He's good. He's alright. He's a leader. But Thomas Bryant, size, athleticism. I think we need a big. Don't get PJ Tucker in the bio market, Pat. Please. Alright. So, our dog of the day is the Dallas Mavericks versus the Celtics. Listen, the Celtics absolute heater. This is in Dallas on a back-to-back against Houston. They only won by 9 points. All right, Dylan Brooks had 25. Rockets had an all-around good game, but Celtics won by 9 points. Kristaps Porzingis led the Celtics to that victory with 32 points. He's out tonight against the Mavs on a back-to-back. And Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown only had a combined 29 points last night. Are they due? Maybe. But Luka and Kyrie, I have a feeling. Kyrie, Celtics, come on. Kyrie, he's going to get Jrue Holiday. Luka, I don't know who's guarding Luka. If they both have a good night, the Mavs are going to win. Or cover, or whatever the line is. But the Mavs are the dog of the day. Alright. So, that's just about it. We got coming up the Niners versus the Lions and the Chiefs versus the Ravens. That will be previewed at a later date. And the question, when it's all said and done, is Mahomes gonna be the GOAT? I think there's a fair chance he's definitely top 3. The GOAT? 6 is 7. 6 7 is hard to beat. And Andy Reid's not gonna be there for all of them. He's gonna have to go through a coaching change. So my answer is no. But I don't know about yours. Let's go Heat.